Hey guys, Metal Viking E2 here, back to show us some more plunder that I've acquired over the last little while. And I got a nice little stack of stuff here from Comatose Music. Really killer death metal label. And currently they have got their tax time sale going on, which is basically an extension of their everyday deal that they have. And in this case, I took advantage of the option where you buy 6 CDs equal to $60 or more, and you get 2 free CDs that are $10 a piece or less for free, plus 2 Comatose music releases that are $10 or less for free. So you buy 6, you get 4 free. How could you pass up a deal like that? I mean, honestly, excuse me. So, going to show off all the freebies that I picked up first, starting with Carnage and Live Stockholm 4/11 1989. And yeah, if you're not familiar with Carnage, they were a death metal band out of Sweden that were active between 1988 and 1991, featuring some pretty big names in the Swedish scene. You had Matty Karki from Dismember, Michael Amott out of Arch Enemy. You had David Blomqvist of Dismember and Entombed fame, and also Fred Espy, who was also in Dismember, was in this band. But yeah, this is just basically a 4-song live show that they did on April 11th of 1989 out of Stockholm. This is put out through Distorted Harmonic Records, limited to 500 copies. Mine is number 38, if you can kind of sort of make that out. Then we have Unfathomable Ruination, Misshapen Congenital Entropy. Yeah, that is a tongue twister. But yeah, this is a technical brutal death metal band based out of London, England. Been around since 2010. This is their debut full-length album put out through Savard Records back in 2012. A lot of these I have not had a chance to listen to. I've tried, but at the time this stuff arrived, a lot of shit was going on and just didn't really get around to listen to a ton of these. But yeah, what I have heard from this is just absolutely killer stuff. If you love good technical brutal death metal, definitely go check out Unfathomable Ruination. Next is a band that a lot of people have been telling me I needed to check out, and when I saw this was available, I was like, hey, I'll throw that in my freebie pile. But this is Gorvent with Fate. And yeah, this is a slam/brutal death metal band out of Japan, been around since 2004. This is their 5th full-length album overall, put out just last year through Comatose Music. And this is also one of the ones I have not had a chance to listen to, but like I said, a lot of people have been telling me some good things about them. Now, this band I have heard, loved what I have from them so far. So, of course, I wanted to pick this up last year, and I completely spaced it on picking it up. But this is Aborted Fetus with Pyramids of Damnation. Yeah, brutal death metal band out of Russia, been around since 2000. This is their 7th full-length album overall, put out just last year by Comatose Music. Really looking forward to listening to this one, because as I said, I wanted to pick it up last year, and I just never got around to it. So, now, on to the stuff that I actually paid for to get all those freebies. Primitive Brutality with Time Displacement. And if you're not familiar with this, this is a grindcore/brutal death metal project of Roger Beaujard of Mortician fame. He's also formerly of the band Malignancy. This project has been around since 1989. Debut full-length album put out by Roger's own label, Primitive Recordings, limited to 500 copies. And I don't know if you're going to be able to make that out. I can barely make it out myself. But this is number 271 out of 500. There is a compilation release floating around somewhere that I would love to get a copy of, because that is just absolutely amazing. Roger's vocals sound a lot like Antti Bowman of Demolic. I mean, absolutely sick stuff. And this next one is actually the reason that I ended up making this order to begin with. And that is the latest EP by Twitch of the Death Nerve with Beset by False Prophets. Yeah. Technical brutal death metal band, again, out of London, England, been around since 2004. This actually features the bassist of Unfathomable Ruination, coincidentally enough. This is their latest EP, the follow-up to their last album, A Resting Place for the Wrathful, which came out last year on Comatose Music. And yeah, this is a 2021 release, and I just might actually do a review of this at some point. And this actually contains 10 bonus tracks, which is basically a live show from the Triple X Zapata Na Tromba Fest from 2020. That was a mouthful. Next up, I do believe it was Necrotic Nick over at Thralls of Metal that showed this in one of his updates, and he really enjoyed this, so I checked it out. I absolutely love what I heard from it. Have not had a chance to actually listen to the whole thing just yet, but this is Venomous Skeleton with their self-titled debut, put out through Everlasting Spew just last year. And yeah, this is just some really awesome death metal from Tel Aviv, Israel. Not sure when the band formed, but I know it does feature former members of the band Sun Adam and Kever, both really good bands in and of themselves. So really looking forward to finally getting a chance to spend a little more time with this and hear the whole thing and not just a song or two. And last but not least, these last three are all from the same band, and I know my brother from another mother, Bono, over at Good Music Promotions, is going to enjoy seeing me show these because this is one of his favorite bands, I do believe. And he has been telling me I needed to pick these up for a long time, and I saw them there on Comatose. I'm like, all right, time to pull the trigger. And that is the Party Cannon catalog. Yeah, Party Cannon, another slam, brutal death metal band out of Scotland, been around since 2010. First things first, we have their debut EP, Partied in Half, released in 2014 by Gorehouse Productions. This actually contains their 2012 party promo as bonus tracks. So, really looking forward to checking these out. I've heard songs here and there, but I've never listened to like a full EP or album from them. Then we have their debut full-length bong hit, Hospitalization. Again, put out by Gorehouse Productions, this time in 2015. And lastly, their latest EP, Perverse Party Platter, put out through, you guessed it, Gorehouse Productions. This actually did come in a box version that had, like, I think balloons in it, Party Cannon balloons, and I don't know if there was anything else in it, but yeah, really looking forward to listening to these guys. Like I said, Bono has hyped them up for a long time, telling me I need to get them, so, and you know, I've enjoyed the songs that I've heard, but now I can finally listen to everything in full. So yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.